Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video is going to be another Sophisticated Saturday. So together we're going to work through my to-do list, which I already have written out. I have some fun things like a cake you'll see on here. I've gotten a few recent requests to show you guys how I do my nails, so I'm going to do that today as well, and a whole bunch more. So if you're ready for it, let's jump right into it because I'm ready to tackle my to-do list.
I'm feeling happy.
The first thing I'm doing is starting with the angel food cake. So I'm adding 12 large egg whites to my mixing bowl, as well as a teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of salt, and mixing it together. While that's mixing, I'm going to start grating my lemon because I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. Once the egg white mixture has mixed for about a minute and it's nice and frothy, I'm going to add in my cream of tartar, and you just need half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Into my bowl with the lemon zest, I'm adding in 3/4 of a cup of sugar and a cup of cake flour. And it's really important that you use cake flour here and don't cut corners and use regular flour.
It can get lonely, swiping left and right to meet somebody, and they won't get to know me, but that's okay. In retrospect, I do it over and over, cause that's just how we met. There must be...
My wet mixture needs to keep mixing, so I'm going to set that aside, clean up a little bit, and then start to add 3/4 of a cup of sugar to that wet mixture as well. Make sure to add it in 1/4 cup at a time, and then you can increase the speed to high and beat until it's super glossy, about 4 more minutes.
What I'm feeling, midnight's closing in, and I won't wait for you. Don't think about it twice, we're way past second kiss.
Once that's done, you're going to gently fold in the flour mixture to the egg white mixture, and ideally you would spoon it into a 10-inch tube pan, but I thought this would be a good experiment to see if you can make angel food cake without the classic angel food cake pan, and it was actually quite successful. I just used regular loaf pans and one mini loaf pan. The true key to making it angel food cake and having this work out in whatever size pan you use is not to use any sort of cooking spray or greasing the pan in any way, because the angel food cake needs to be able to stick to the sides to really rise. While that cooks, I was going to prep a dressing that I was making for a kale salad, and I will leave that on the screen here if you want to try making this salad dressing. It does call for fresh orange juice, which I would probably recommend, but we just had some orange juice in the fridge, so I was hoping it would work well this way too. And this is a really good tip if you're somebody who can't go all into meal prepping, but it's a great idea to prep anything that you can ahead of time to make mealtime just a little bit easier. So even though I'm not doing anything with making the salad in advance, at least I'm making the dressing in advance, and it'll make it so much easier when it's time to make the salad. And I made this dressing from a new cookbook that I just got that I'm really enjoying. So if you are interested in it, I will link it in the description box below.
Where have you been? It's like I waited all my life, so happy that I found you. On paper thin, I haven't always been this.
Next up on my to-do list was to fulfill a bunch of orders. I had some label orders as well as some orders for planner pads, so I really needed to get through all of that. I try and go through these as they come in, but the weekends just tend to have more orders in general, and it's a good time for me to get through a lot of them.
Hold me tight, close in your arms. I want you to want me too. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest?
So here's a little insight into the process that it takes to make these labels. If you've ever ordered custom labels from me, or you're interested in ordering custom labels, these are the cursive font in the medium size. This person chose black, and all of these labels were custom made to order. They picked the exact wording that they wanted. And so I'm just going to go through and double check everything, make sure I have all of the exact labels they requested, and package them up.
See the sun in the shadow all my life, but I finally see the light. I give myself to you. I want to get this right. Haven't felt this in a while.
With all of my label orders, I give you instructions on how to apply them, as well as including a little alcohol wipe so you can wipe down your products before you add on your label, and put a little thank you sticker on there because I am truly grateful for every single one of your orders. And of course, because it's a small business and I do appreciate when you guys order something from my shop, I like to write a handwritten note thanking you for your order and letting you know how much I appreciate it.
Why is it so hard to speak the truth? Why is it so hard to just be honest when I want this? Maybe you want it too, so I just need to tell you. I just need to tell you.
After the label orders are done, I'm packing up some of my planner pads. So I'm starting with a smaller daily planner pad. These are a 5x7 size. And then I have a weekly planner pad that is like an 8.5x11 size. So you'll see that one as well in a second.
Why is it so hard to be why is it so hard to be honest? To be honest. Why is it so hard to just be honest? Why is it so hard to speak the truth?
And you can totally see my husband just hanging out on the couch, looking at the camera and watching what I'm doing. But he was watching a show on his phone on the couch and just hanging out on this Saturday.
I just need to tell you. You're the opposite of me, like sun and rain, and drama on the TV. It's full of pain, but we're the good.
Time to make the coconut cream that goes on top of the angel food cake. And this, I think, was what made this recipe kind of unique. So it has a 15-ounce can of unsweetened coconut cream that you've chilled in the refrigerator for 24 hours. And I didn't have a 15-ounce can, so I had 3 5-ounce cans, basically the same thing. But all you're going to do is try and make sure you get the solid chunks of the coconut cream into the bowl of the stand mixer. You can save the clear coconut water part for another use, but you're going to add in 1 tablespoon of confectioner's sugar and just beat away in your stand mixer. It should become somewhat like the consistency of buttercream.
Somehow we make sense. We're the only one who knows it. Our feelings never tense.
Now I'm going to try popping these out, and it did take a little bit of force, but once I put the knife around the edges of the pan and kind of slammed it on the countertop, it pops right out. And this is proof that angel food cake works even if you don't have one of those classic angel food cake tube pans. Now for the fresh strawberries. I think this is my favorite part. It's like the combination of the fresh strawberries with that coconut cream instead of just a standard whip. The coconut and the strawberry on top of the cake, it all works so well together. And I love how the final product turned out. I took a little creative liberty with the arranging of the strawberries, but I think it turned out pretty cute, especially for not having an angel food cake pan. Of course, I did all the fun stuff first. You guys know that I love baking, and I do really actually like filling label orders and planner pad orders. So I enjoy doing that, and now it's time to clean the bathroom, which is one of my least favorite cleaning tasks, but it's got to be done. So I'm in the guest bathroom right now and giving this a clean. We don't clean it as often as our regular bathroom, just because we don't really use it. We have never even used the shower in there or the bathtub. All we do is use the sink, and sometimes we go to the bathroom in there. It's close to my office that I'm working from Monday through Friday, and honestly hang out a lot in the weekends in my office as well. So the toilet gets used, and that needs to be cleaned, as well as the counters. I figured it made some sense to clean my bathroom as well after I finish cleaning the guest bathroom. And that's a lot of what I like to do with cleaning tasks in general, is to try and group like cleaning tasks together. So when I'm in a role of vacuuming, it's so much easier for me to just go through and vacuum all of the rooms or clean all of the bathrooms and not have to kind of switch what I'm doing over and over and over again. After all the hard work of cleaning, I'm going to take this opportunity to paint my nails. And I've gotten this question a few times. You guys have left me some really nice comments on how my nails always look really good. I don't know if I agree with you. I feel like half the time throughout the week they're chipped. It's probably just because I do tend to do them quite often, usually twice a week almost. So if there's a spot that's chipped or a nail is peeling off, I usually tend to redo them. I don't think there's any secret trick to what I do when I do my nails, but I'm going to show you the process and the products that I've been using. You'll see all I do is just take off my polish, give it a quick file, and after I file, make sure I wipe it off with a little bit of nail polish remover again. And the three products I've really been enjoying using are the Ella and Mila top coat, base coat, and the quick drying drops. So I'll try and link those in the description box below. I'm using just a regular Essie nail polish. Essie, I think I usually have pretty good success with. I've had a couple of Essie polishes that just don't work well, but you'll see after I paint the first coat, I try and keep it super thin. I think a lot of people tend to glob on the nail polish. So just take your time and keep the layers really thin. It usually takes me 2 coats. Some polishes I'll do 3, but very, very rarely. Usually it's just base coat, 2 thin layers of polish, top coat, and those quick drying drops, and that's all I do.
All you told me back when last time about my love, wishing you were mine. Then she walked away. She's the one who got away. Try to make her stay. She's the one who got away. I cannot forget her, thinking when we could have been. It's a little late. She's the one that got away. She 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 got away. Play it back just like a movie flashing through my eyes. All that we had, all that we did, and still I wonder why. The prison's haunting me.
And the drops are super easy. All you do is put a little drop kind of right where your cuticle is and let it drip down your nail. So it's kind of an oily consistency, and I think that helps the cuticles, but it also helps the polish dry. While they dry, I'm going to work on some computer time and get some things done. It's always good to have a task to do after I paint my nails that I know won't destroy them and I won't bump into anything.
She's the one who got away. I cannot forget her, thinking when we could have been. It's a little late. She's the one that got away. She got away.
I'm gonna cross off my nails off the to-do list and my computer work. The last Two things I have are to work out and shower. My nails are now dry, so I'm gonna go exercise, shower, and get ready for bed.
Maybe she was right, we couldn't just